confirmation clearing the throat as soon as I get up on here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Live with Isis So They Loose. This is actually my first official live with YouTube that I now have the offer of the memberships. So you guys, I am very thoroughly excited about it. It is all over my community board and my posts. For all of you guys that are already subscribing, for all of you guys that are coming across this live on this beautiful Thursday evening, going into the weekend of love, it's $2 a question. You can cash at me $2 as well. And so this is what I'll do, y'all, right? And I'm only doing a different amount for each one because YouTube taxes a little bit. So this is what you guys can do, especially because I know some of you guys have like super thank credits and stuff like that. So I now, okay, confirmation have you guys have the accessibility to super thank me on the lives that we connect together. So if the message is resonating, definitely please hit like. So we're sharing this in the algorithm and more people are getting out the message that may need to hear it. Other admin stuff. I be running through this list that we still have to get to reading, y'all. But yes, so we can do super thanks. I would love that. Super thank me. If you have the ability, if the affordability is there. If not, I totally understand. Sharing and liking this post, putting a heart, letting me know, comment, letting me know you're up and at 'em and listening is great for me too. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys coming across this video, whether it's now, which would be Thursday night. It's the 12th, so it's 212. All right, so that could be a prevalent angel number. 1212 could be a prevalent angel number. We are going into Valentine's Day weekend. A lot of us that are in relationships and or single, okay, are maybe thinking about love in some positive ways, maybe some not so positive ways. Some people in the energy are getting over a breakup, or this may be your first, I guess, Valentine's Day without that specific person because you were with them for a number of years. That's definitely in the energy. There's some exes in the energy, and I like, as a spiritualist and me researching and studying different aspects of spirituality, I know about the different moon phases and the different days that signify different things and stuff like that. But one thing I need to like study more is like the retrogrades and like how often they come, or if there's any like rhythm or rhyme to it or whatever. But for whatever reason, retro and retrograde, somebody could have retro style. I just heard, but retrograde brings back a lot of past frequencies. And this being a loving weekend, in the energy a little bit is like previous loved ones. So you could have Passover ancestors really covering you guys right now, whether you're in a really good space and they're really proud of you for that, or if you're in a space where you're feeling like you just need a little ancestral push or wisdom, and you're definitely it feels like getting covered with that too, divine masculine, divine feminine. So let's get into the reading. So again, if you have a question while I'm on here on the live, it's $2 a tarot question. So you can cash at me. My cash app is listed in the description of the live. You can just cash at me $2 and put the question right there, and I will gladly answer. I'm using my members only and my brand new mix-up oracle deck, okay, that I made in manifesting as well as the anticipation for the goal to be met for me to turn my memberships on. So I was your girl's a Virgo, big analytical minds here, big brain, stay ready. So I already had my members cards primed and ready to go. Confirmation. I was so excited and I couldn't wait to launch my membership. And I just got approved for all of it too, y'all. And I was like, if you can't tell, I'm super excited. So I put out a short about it earlier. If, you just want to indulge looking at your girl some more, you can check out the shorts on that. I am going to put out a couple more shorts either later tonight or tomorrow regarding, what each tier entails, because it's $2.99, $9.99, and $14.99. So whatever your affordability price range is, there's something in all of them that are a little bit different, a little unique, and everybody's going to get a beautiful experience and more access to your girl here. So you know, hey, class for you, class for me. I'm really excited. The energy actually feels really, really good. And of course, when there's good energy, there's always people sniffing it out, and maybe they're in not so good energy. Maybe there's some energy vampires wanting to take a bite of your succulent, glowing skin, divine feminine, divine masculine, give you a big old kiss to get some of that energy they haven't either had in a while, or for some people, it's not like your weird ex or a stalker you don't want. For some people, it's a new person that hasn't even said anything to you yet. Because I know some of you are like, man, I ain't got no Valentine. It's fine, no, whatever, no Valentine. And then it's like, again, like if you subscribe to that, I'm not saying it's bad to want a Valentine. I'm not. But you know, if you got the right person in your life, every day should be a loving day anyway. But you know, those who ladies especially, and some gents out there, but ladies definitely. I am a soft lady at heart, so I understand. The Queen of Swords keeps jumping out at me right here, y'all. So maybe some of y'all, as soon as I said that, I looked down and I'm like seeing the Queen of Swords. Maybe some of you guys are not in soft energy to certain individuals I'm hearing, or an individual, or maybe a group of individuals. Like maybe you guys have a lot of ex energy around you, and the soft girl in you is like, I'm hearing I couldn't be my soft self with you. So why would I go back? Whoever the fuck said that, or if that was an ancestral message, absolutely, I resonate completely, and I think that it would be the appropriate decision. And for my divine masculines out there, you could be in your King of Swords energy. I'm ready for the truth. Maybe this bitch lied to you from the past, and you're like, bitch, I'll have no Valentine. I'm hearing you feel like that's a Hallmark holiday anyway. And hey, I'm gender neutral in the matter of like, I don't think that there's just men exclusively that feel like Valentine's Day isn't a big deal. And I don't feel like it's just women exclusively that feel like Valentine's Day is a big deal. Like, I've had boyfriends in the past that love doing stuff for me on any holiday, especially Valentine's Day, because they really wanted to show up for me, right? And hopefully, I hope all divine feminines have had at least one of those experiences in their lifetime, you know, given if you're 30 plus, or you're currently experiencing that, where you've had a man, you know, show up for you, whether it was, you know, flowers delivered to your job, an edible arrangement if you get down like that. You know, and guys, for my fellas out there, I am hearing that a lot of you have love interests, maybe women you haven't approached yet, and maybe a woman that you just really want to impress that you're already dating, but it's fresh enough for you to maybe like be scared about what you're gonna get her, or maybe you love her so much it's not fresh, but you're like, I'm hearing it's gift giving season always sucks for you, not because it's the money or anything, you don't ever know what to get her, you always buy the wrong gift, etc., etc., etc. Men, okay, divine masculines that are looking for there's different, okay, so before we get into the reading, I feel like channel message, some of my guys especially need a little feminine touch advice, and I do have a lot of, you know, masculines that watch me, so let's talk a little. I want to help you out with your ladies. Some of y'all don't need help with that confirmation. There's a reverse Queen of Swords that some of y'all need to leave the fuck alone. This bitch is a liar. But I'm talking about whoever you're looking at or has that star gaze. I heard maybe you think this woman is a star seed, a possible divine feminine. I'm definitely feeling like you guys are feeling like this woman is a Queen of Wands energy, a very sexy, very attractive, nurturing. I heard you love her mind. Oh, I love me a smart cookie too, man or woman. Intellect is so sexy. It really is. It's underrated. It's an underrated art to have a good intellectual conversation anymore. Okay, it is. And there we go with the gifts. Circle back. I always come right back up. So why don't some of you that have never maybe met said woman, because I'm hearing some of you have a crush on a woman that maybe you have or have not met yet, but have not introduced how you feel, or that you even have a crush. Some people, this woman don't even know you exist. Not in a bad way, like you're a loser. I just mean like, it's like maybe she knows your face or knows your first and last name or knows your name, right? Because she knows you in passing from however or wherever, but there hasn't been like a connectivity point between you two yet to say like anything to be said, basically. So if it's that fresh, meaning like you haven't even opened up the seal yet, so to speak, on any of that connection, gentlemen, but you just really want to let that lady know, like, hey, I think about you. I don't do that. Like, I heard obsessed. I heard sometimes I scare myself because it's unhealthy. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. Okay, because depending on the woman, you might scare her. Even me, like if you were to tell me some shit like that, I probably would laugh and think it was corny, funny. But depending on your temperament overall, or like how I felt that day, I'm not a scary bitch, so I probably wouldn't get scared of you. But I would be like, huh? What you mean exactly? Like I would probably be a little skeptical, so to speak. Y'all, hold on, I'm looking for my lip gloss. But so a gift for a fresh thing like that, I would say, if you know where she lives, which if it's that fresh, even if you do know where she lives, if she doesn't know you know where she lives by way of like maybe you've been at a party at her crib, or maybe you knew somebody that knew her, or maybe like I heard even like you maybe had a service request at this woman's house recently and you just it was a fire conversation, you never got the phone number, you're too scary. I mean, me myself, if you already had her address, right, for that, for like those set of reasons and or those set of things that fall into those reasons. I mean, one, you have a good memory probably, depending on how long ago it was. And two, I think a nice subtle flower arrangement, you know, it's Valentine's Day, but me, I'm not like your typical gal. I love roses, like that's great. But one, roses are like 4 times the price Valentine's Day. So I'm somebody that's like a price point person, even when I get gifts, right? Because in my head, if I have it my way and I could have it my way, I'm gonna expand the money, right? So go ahead. I love orchids, right? So if she's a plant but flower girl, she might love orchids. She might be like a really holistic girl. They have really beautiful aloe plants at the farmer's market. I'm not talking about buying this bitch an aloe leaf at the grocery store. No, like an aloe plant that like grows it so she could always have it and use it for later, right? That's a very thoughtful gift. Okay, that means you put thought into what she likes, right? It wasn't just your run of the mill, I'm gonna go get the $100, dozen bouquet of roses. Now, if you choose to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. But I will say, the woman I am, the price doesn't matter as much as the creativity. Like, you see maybe that I wear red a lot. You know that I stay with a red lip. So I might like other red flowers. What other flowers are red? Right? If you're somebody who's on her social media, what color jewelry does she wear? If you guys are at that level or you feel you're at that price point, because I don't think jewelry's a bad introductory gift. It can get tricky. I wouldn't say a ring. If this is intro, I would say a subtle bracelet, like not a Cuban link style, because that's obviously like a gentleman's kind, but like like something slender but cute, or a nice anklet. The spring and summer is coming up. A real feminine woman always likes anklets. Okay, I love anklets. Anklets are beautiful. And then pay attention to what style of jewelry she wears, like the tone. Like, is she a silver girl? Is she a gold girl? Does it seem to not matter? Is she really unique and is classic and likes rose gold still? You know what I mean? Me, I'm a very spiritual girl. You could definitely tickle my fancy, like sending me a box of rocks, as a nigga would say. So but it's like it's not as crystals, it's gemstones. But like and you can get a box of them joints for $35 and get like 15 of them or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Buy me bundles of sage. Like I love shit that looks pretty, but I'm gonna use it. And flowers, I'm not gonna use them, but plants are a big element for me in my home, and I love like living things around. So introductory gifts, even those gifts for if you've been in a relationship for a while and that woman, and it's not jewelry doesn't count for what I'm about to say, but if you've been in a relationship for a while and her birthday is within the next 2-3 months and you about to ball out like a motherfucker, like even like when I say ball out, I mean like you want to take her on an all-day trip, a 2-day trip, maybe somewhere she gotta catch a plane, or somewhere you need to book a hotel, and a nice one. I ain't talking about no red roof or no shit like that. No diss to anybody who's in that price point, but that's not what I'm talking about. Don't say, baby, I gotta save up for this red roof in 2 months in Albuquerque. Okay? I'm just mentioning a podunk town. For whatever reason, New Mexico keeps coming to me. I don't know, that could be important. Eminem. I don't. Is somebody listening to Eminem? Somebody eating peanut M&Ms? N and M, but that's N and M. Maybe somebody's middle initial is an N. I'm hearing middle initial. Somebody's first, last. I mean, I'm hearing different names too. I'm trying not to say all of them because I don't like just throwing out names for real on my personal reading or on my general collective readings. Yeah, that was gonna get too personal. Okay, so y'all got one name out of me. Somebody go by Ahameen, Ahmed, Ahmed, Ahmad. I don't know. It sounds Muslim. No disrespect at all. I love all my. I've met some beautiful Muslim men. Yes. Okay, shit. Sometimes God be like, bitch, calm down. I'm solid, bitch. Shit, my drawers is hot. I ain't gonna lie. Not in that way. My drawers is fresh and beautiful. But I mean, shit. Don't let no celibate person tell you they ain't horny. I'll be horny. But but that's the power of keeping it to yourself and out the body and the good shit, ain't it, Father God? Yeah, amen. But listen, yeah. So I don't know if like your religion, possibly. I don't know enough about the Muslim religion to speak on it, and because I find it disrespectful when you speak on certain things and you don't know about them, right? So I just mean in the aspect of somebody could be in the Nation of Islam. I just heard, so one of you could be Catholic or spiritual or a Buddhist for Christ's sake. I don't know, but there is a dynamics of religions here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why that's coming out so prevalent. There's a lot of channel messages coming out in that gift giving advice, so maybe that's another reason why I'm lingering in that segment space. I feel like I'm channeling. I don't know, like there's several energies, right? So however many gentlemen resonate with this divine masculine. So this does feel like a divine masculine. This doesn't feel gritty, dirty, creepy, stalkery, aka quote unquote karmic-y. This doesn't feel karmic-y by any means. I don't think this is a karmic message coming through, as far as like it's not like your karmic ex trying to figure out what to buy you or something. I mean, I don't know. It just feels like either somebody that divine feminine, you might already be, maybe somebody's holding you right now. So divine feminine, whenever you come across this, maybe the person that has their arm around your shoulder right now on the couch, maybe that's who I'm referring to, and maybe you might catch this message. Again, this is a timeless message, so you might catch this message right before your birthday ball out. You might not catch this message Valentine's Day. So for all y'all that do catch this message, and even though it's the theme of the holiday, right, this message could apply to you for the next holiday, that there would be gifts involved. That could be somebody's birthday. I'm really hearing there's spring birthdays for some of you, confirmation. Yeah. So again, timeless reading. And also anniversaries I'm hearing. So like some of you guys that have an anniversary around Valentine's Day. I heard some of you guys have an anniversary of a breakup from long term around Valentine's Day. That must hurt. I'm sorry. It's never cool. Yeah, that's not great. But I apologize about that. I hope you guys fix, not fix that, but channel your emotions towards other things that day or around this time. If a holiday in general, okay, whether it's loved ones, an ex, or just like your emotions getting the best of you, I would say it's okay to shut your phone off that day. I'm not saying that changes, don't be deluded. It doesn't change the fact that if you walk outside, you're gonna see couples and you might hear people playing love songs. You may see somebody get flowers delivered to their job. Like, don't become a hater, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, if you need to personally shut off Valentine's Day for you and your world, that is okay. Turn your phone off. Don't go on social media. Like, I'm not being a bitch when I say this to divine masculine or divine feminine. But if you know ain't nobody about to hit your phone, you ain't got kids that are leaving your site that day that you got to monitor or whatever. Or turn your phone on Do Not Disturb except for your kids. But if you know that you ain't got nobody hitting your phone like that, except you want your phone on for an emergency, just turn your phone on Do Not Disturb. Like, if you know good certifiably you ain't been in no connection, and it ain't that nobody checking for you. Maybe you just ain't checking for nobody. You know what I mean? Which ain't a bad thing. People let the holidays sometimes give them an excuse to, like, dive into retrograde or dive into their south node or dive into some old shit just because they want to have a meaningful day. And what I would propose, and maybe that's another reason why I'm saying this before the reading too, channel message, But don't let your past make you feel as though because it's holiday season, and I said this before around Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I guess this would be more so prevalent for people that used to be in toxic relationships, or it could just, it doesn't even have to be toxic. You know what I mean? I tell y'all all the time, there's levels to the shit, right? So I may say an extreme example in tarot, but the extreme example for you may not be like as extreme. Some of my readings have levels to the shit. So some of y'all may not like despise or hate your ex or your ex baby dad or your ex boyfriend or your ex husband. It might just be that you guys don't get along anymore. It was a long-standing relationship, and the breakup was just overall hard for both of you or yourself because you still love that person. You know what I mean? And if any of us are being completely real with ourselves, I think it's like normal, even leaving a toxic relationship. And I can speak to this, having left healthy relationships, toxic relationships, and leaving relationships when I was the toxic party at times. Confirmation, double confirmation. I can honestly tell you that it's always gonna hurt to some degree to leave a relationship at first, even if the pain just comes from the comfort of what you knew, the comfort of a cycle, right? And even though it's like, well, how was I comfortable? We were arguing all the time, or it was toxic, or he was cheating, or she was cheating, you know, and it's just like sometimes you don't want to admit to yourself, which is kind of like the first step, I think, to like getting back to being happy is telling yourself the truth, right? So maybe this weekend for some of you, my single ducklings, which there's nothing wrong with that, use this weekend confirmation. God said to swan yourself up. Do some self-care, do some face masks, take yourself out. Well, don't take yourself out, actually, because some of y'all may get depressed doing that. Because I'm not trying to be funny, but if y'all gonna go to the bar and be sitting next to 5 other couples, that probably would feel really wild to you. So if you like to have a nice fine glass of wine, go to the store, buy the finest bottle they have. For people that's trying to be ballerific on themselves, book yourself a spa appointment. There are still random spas and little spots that are reputable that I'm sure you can book something where it's not all booked up for couples. You know, there's nothing wrong with using a loving day to self-love instead of self-loathe on what didn't work out previously, okay, in your previous relationships. They're over for a reason, and while it may be fresh, while it may be stale for some of y'all, the holiday just makes it hurt, not even for that person, but for a connection. And my heart goes out to any of you as well, because I understand so deeply how it feels to be possibly resonating with the fact that somebody, you may have lost a loved one recently, right? And it always fucking hurts. My aunt Kathy, I love her so fucking much. She's the one person that for me, out of everybody that's passed in my life, her death has turned out to be kind of the hardest to address, I think, because out of all the grieving I did, even all the years it has been, it's even hard to say on here, y'all. I never grieved her quite properly, and I'm still, human enough and ascended enough where I can be accountable and admit to myself I still have a lot of work to do on that journey with her and her being my ancestor now instead of being with me in the 3D. It is what it is, right? It never feels good. It's always too hard to say goodbye. Paul Walker, Fast and Furious. It's been a long day without. Yeah, I can't sing that song. I love singing, y'all, but I can't sing that song. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. But and the reading is about love, so I'm trying to just snap out of that energy real quick. But if y'all are dealing with grief, and struggling with that at this time, because of a year, like I just said, it was years ago for me, but she died around this time, for me, so I can understand how hard it could also be, even if you have someone that's a very beautiful partner to you, that it's hard to get out of your own way when a pain like that comes about. And I can't ever tell you that it's going to be ever an easy thing to face, but I can say that time will never fully close that hole, because I don't think it's meant to be closed, like a little speck of it, right? But time will help you find a lot more healthier ways to process it and be happy about all the time that you were honored to have with that person versus thinking about all the time that you may have lost not having them. And I've had to grieve my father and my aunt and my grandmother, and I know about it all too well. So just all I can say is, if you're going through that, save that advice for when it comes up for you later. Go ahead and save this. But let's clear that energy out though for a second when a little bell ring. All right, y'all. So let's do a quick couple card pulls and see what's going on with y'all's reading, like just in general. As far as the general collective love energy, I feel like this card wants to come out. General collective love reading for right now. It's timeless. We're gonna say timeless because I feel like this could be a timeless love reading. Because for some of you guys, I keep saying that because I feel like I'm strongly resonating that some of this energy is coming out potently, because there is like new love on the horizon for some of y'all. And I want y'all to understand, right? Just because somebody doesn't approach you that has a crush on you right now, Valentine's Day, or to be their Valentine, it doesn't mean that they were preoccupied right now. And I'm saying this, I feel like, because divine feminine and for divine masculine, maybe there's a divine masculine, and this may be a very particular situation, but I feel very called to mention it. There might be a few divine masculines that are in breakups right now. And it's not like on some emotional, like, it's an emotional highway, but I'm hearing life is a highway. Na, 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 na. I don't know that song. I couldn't even tell you the word. I don't even know the full like melody. That's why I stopped saying that. But that's what I'm hearing. I just keep hearing life is a highway. So I don't know if this person went through like a winding road. I'm hearing that song, that winding road. Like, I'm hearing a lot of white references. Maybe this is a YT person, Caucasian. And I heard that maybe love could just be really rocky for maybe this divine masculine. So there's different situations as well, right? There's some, or maybe a divine masculine that has his sights very, I'm seeing like laser, like literally laser beams. He's laser focused in on a divine feminine, an empress of sorts. I just heard you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. So yeah, confirmation. Somebody that is getting out of an entanglement of sorts. Okay, y'all. And I know some of y'all divine feminines, I get it because my alarms go up too. Like, what the fuck? So you just was out. What the fuck was you just in? It was a toxic. Is the bitch a fucking dark spell caster? What's wrong with her? You know, because here's the thing, right? Anybody that's been through gang stalking, or even just you've dealt with baby mama drama excessively, or niggas attached to exes or cheating or whatever, right? It can be really give me a little PTSD, quite frank, to put it out there. Divine feminine, don't be embarrassed. We don't need to be embarrassed. Yeah, you might scare you, divine feminine. My son's screaming like, ooh. You might be like, oh, it feels like you were in a fight. I get it. You were. Some of y'all was like, I was fighting for my life. I get it, divine feminine. Divine feminine. Y'all gotta go back. Some of y'all that's new to my channel and watch some of my old readings, because y'all will. I have personal testimonies on there. I was fighting for my life at times too, divine feminine. So I know, but you can't. Don't be scared of this man. I'm living like, because some of y'all like, man, fuck that. It already sounds like it. No, this man. I mean, listen. Real moment. If y'all had crazy ass exes, divine femme, it's auto, and y'all are good people, or y'all have evolved, right? That means it's all the way possible that this is now an evolved divine masculine. And these noises my son making, maybe his ex bitch thinks she's in the WWE. Okay? Maybe his ex bitch thinks life is a highway and she wanted to take him down a winding road. But I feel like he knows or has a good indication, and he's healed enough, because I feel like divine feminine, he was in one of these. This is one of the breakups that we would pull. And when I say like that, I mean like this nigga and this girl ain't been getting along for a while. It could be years for some of them. For some of them, they could have already been separated and they're just waiting on the ink to dry. I'm hearing, so it could be a divorce. Some of them, yeah, and this bitch don't want him to divorce. That's probably what's going on. 0 cars. So so maybe they're fighting over, and I hate to say it like that and make it sound so like, oh, it's okay, they're just having a divorce, fighting over property and shit. But yeah, somebody's like, please don't take my shit. Maybe they're breaking up. Nothing to do with you, because this man don't know you. I mean, he knows you, but he don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't get into their mix. You ain't get into their shit. They was already fucked up. They was gonna end regardless if he saw you or not. But whatever him seeing you, it was like, nah, we gotta, bitch, faster, faster, quickly, quickly, I'm hearing. So I don't know if he expedited or sped up the divorce because of having sights set on you. And I mean, I ain't the best fucked up for the ex or the ex-wife, right? But everybody gonna be somebody ex. You somebody ex, she somebody ex, he somebody, everybody gonna be somebody ex. So this whole, oh, I'm mad at the next bitch for being the next bitch is, it's overrated, it's stupid, it's stale, it's very third grade if you ask me. Like, I didn't even do no shit like that in high school. I could have been in love with the nigga, like, wholeheartedly, and I wouldn't do no, I didn't, no, that's very weird. I might have cried and told the nigga I'm very upset, and maybe it was outright vulnerable. Like, you're breaking me. Why are you doing this? Like, yes, I used to be uber emotional, but I wasn't even, I was vulnerable. I never gave a fuck about telling people how I felt, like whether it was a good feeling or a bad feeling. Like, I was gonna tell you. So it's not something I'm ashamed of looking back on, but it is something that I'm like, well, you could have nurtured that feeling yourself for a little bit and got into a healthier sentence, right? So that way that nigga didn't look at you like that. Maybe, right? For some of us that's been there, divine femme or divine masculine, right? There's some men. I don't think emotional men make men a bitch. I don't. I think that when you do bitch ass nigga shit, you a bitch. There's different. It's a different thing. I love me an emotional aware man. So also, this man may be very emotionally aware. Okay, this man may be somebody who will emotionally stimulate you in a good way and not wreck your nervous system. Whatever happened with him and this bitch, because I feel a strong sense like this bitch may even try to hit you up if she figures out who you are. He wrecked her nervous system because they weren't supposed to be together, and that's what a lot of karmic people, men and women, don't understand. When you're in a connection that somebody forces to be karmic, and or two karmic parties refuse to do what they need to do, and they're kind of not supposed to be together, or they weren't supposed to stay together, the relationship is going to dissipate and self-implode whether those two people stay in it or not. That's what karmics really don't understand. You can stay, one of them can be like, no, you're not leaving, I'm going to take all your shit, rah rah ah, no, 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 okay, stomp your feet, toddler behavior, right? And that other person, eventually will still get away from it, leave. And that other karmic person is just going to be in the relationship by themselves every day, looking like a bird brain crazy person. Like, oh my God, well, no, what's he doing? I'm going to call him 80 times. No, I'm going to call him. He's in it. So, oh, you picked up today because we're together. It's like, bitch, what? You called me 7 million, 50, 11 million times. And if you got kids with this person, it's like, I was just trying to make sure little buddy wasn't dying or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. But for whatever reason, divine feminine, this divine masculine seems healed and healthy enough to be, because we all can heal more, right? To be ready to explore a budding connection or express interest of loving feelings at the very least. And I think that's a step in the right direction for him. And if you want to explore the offer or the avenue, this really might be the reading. I haven't even flipped the card, y'all. I'm channeling so crazy. Like, when I channel this deeply, and I don't even need the cards like that, I'll be like, because I've never needed the cards. I've read energy my whole life. But, like, when I first started, like, my whole journey on, like, really, like, building up what I do and how I do it, the cards did become a very useful tool for clarifications and stuff. But, I'm enjoying this channeling right now, so I think I'm going to stick with it. So, for the moment at least. So, I really like this divine masculine, you guys. I don't like, he seems to be, I don't think this man, YT or black, because I feel like there's just several men in the divine masculine collective that are either finalizing a divorce, getting away from a toxic cycle of what seemed like a long, repetitive relationship. So this could have been like a permanent side joint, right? Like a permanent main bitch, right? Somebody that was never quite they girl, but was always they girl type of chick. Like one of them around the way joints that they always, no diss to her, but one of them around the way joints, and this bitch seemed karmic, so whatever. But one of them around the way joints, they always kind of like circle back to or went back to, whether they had a connection via child, they had a connection via, they've been fucking since they were 17, they had a connection via, you know, the girl was friends of the family and knew his mom, or they might have grown up together and been like childhood friends, and then had a relationship later, so their families are so intertwined that maybe this man has wanted to leave this woman for a while. Like, I'm just getting a sense of whatever dynamic situation it is, take what resonates, sleep what doesn't, right? And Divine Feminine, you don't even know what dynamic this is unless you have a severe, like this reading is confirming for you a severe clue on who this man is, number one. And or number two, this reading, I would say, is confirming for you at a later date. That's why I said this is a future. This is a lot of future energy. It might be after Valentine's Day. It might be March. I'm feeling a lot of sprung. I'm sprung. Like, or by spring. This nigga will be sprung. And spring ain't far the fuck away. What is spring in, like, I don't know, less than 45, 50 days? It's less than 60 days away, I'll give you that. And I heard love moves fast when you're sure. But I just want to say love moves past. So maybe this love you guys have will move past the obstacles of his past, right? Because some shit, me, myself, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I'm not finna deal with. Now, this situation doesn't seem like confirmation. This situation doesn't seem like something that is like reject from the start. It seems like something that I would say at the start of it, dip your toe in the water. You know, keep things to both of yourselves. Not because that's just my policy, period, on anything. Privacy nourishes you guys being able to build a bond and connection without interference, and it allows you guys to stabilize yourselves in your own foundation, because it's going to be y'all's relationship, however you decide to do it. And then when you guys feel like collectively we're in a great relationship, we're in a healthy space, confirmation, like, Big Daddy, I'm gonna stop posting your hand on my thigh, and today I'm gonna post your whole arm. Yeah, identifying tattoos, Daddy, you know, arm tattoos, Daddy. Like, you know what I mean? Work your way up to the reveal. I heard, damn. So, I don't know, like, maybe this future energy of the bitch snapping out, me swinging back and forth like this, maybe this bitch is going back and forth in her head, trying to I don't know. This feels like current energy on their breakup, whoever this man and this woman are. That I don't think you might know who this man is, but I don't think you talk to this man at all to know. You wouldn't know the interpersonal workings of his life. I don't even know if you know this man has a girl or not, a bitch, a wife. I don't know if it was never nothing between y'all for you to know anything about this man like that, is what I'm saying. So this could be a connection that you're forming that's brand spanking new, of course, with someone that you've known in passing. I'm hearing the word pass a lot, passing. So their connection could be passing on. You know, I'm hoping there's no fatalities. Again, somebody may have just recently passed, and I do apologize for anybody who's lost someone. But I'm trying to, like, yeah, this guy just, I feel like I hear somebody saying, give me a little bit of time. Like, I just need a little bit of time. So, again, this doesn't feel like a karmic-y energy, y'all. I feel like there is a man that has been dead set on deading, or like, let me say this. He already deaded the relationship. The relationship is currently DOA. It's just that I think he is trying to approach you in a particular fashion. So if he's still living with this woman because of legalities, or let's just say they were married, or they do have kids or whatever, right? I mean, unless you're making a certain amount of money, and unless she was financially stable, even if she's a karmic, if he's a good man, he wasn't going to just leave her in the house with a child, or maybe possibly by herself without being paid up. I heard at least 90 days. I mean, just Divine Feminine, for real. Be chill about it, for real. Because I always tell people, think about it from how you like to be treated. Like, if you was when you was going through a breakup and a nigga left you with an apartment or had a kid with you, weren't you still hoping to get child support? Weren't you still hoping that the man, you know, maybe helped you out before he dipped, if y'all shared bills, you know what I'm saying? Or if he paid all the bills. That, like, I'm not sticking up for this bitch because she seems a little nuts. But I can understand as a woman that's been, if you're in a long-term relationship with somebody and they was taking care of you, fundamentally you're now used to that. And if there was any legalities with marriage or kids, I can understand how he probably don't want to get fucked in the ass with no lube. Because if he does, and divine feminine, even if you're not materialistic like somebody like myself, it's like you want that person to have a good job, you want that person to be able to provide to an extent, even if it's not 100% of the bills, but maybe if he left this messy or left it too fast or left it unfinished, like without a ribbon, I'm saying like without a knotted up bow, like tying it up at loose ends, I mean, maybe y'all wouldn't have peaceful dates, I'm hearing. Maybe she'd be stalking. Maybe there wouldn't be money to flourish to take you out. And I mean, this man doesn't feel like somebody who has like tremendous amounts of kids or like a whole bunch of even kids with this woman. It might be 2 or 3 at max, which some people are like 3 is too many. I mean, if we're all above the age of 30 plus, like, I mean, it happens. As long as I like 3 is kind of my max. But, well, I mean, depending on the income, I guess, because I mean, and the type of man he is as a father. But that's again my factors. I'm not putting myself in the reading. But I'm just saying, from my opinion, divine feminine, if my humble opinion matters at all, and divine masculine, if this resonates with you, divine masculine, and this is you that I'm talking about, and you're trying to disconnect from, yeah, confirmation with a spiritual birth, this wild banshee. I was trying not to call her no name, but this bitch appears in all energy of banshiness. Okay, so I applaud you for trying to leave this situation, I'm hearing, as intact as you can without issues, right? And I think we all want to leave relationships like that. So, divine masculine, I applaud you for trying to handle this peacefully. And honestly, I applaud you for not stepping to divine feminine while you got all this rigmarole going on, because this probably could sully or leave a bad taste in divine feminine's mouth if she may have to have dealt with all of this, like especially if you're still living with this woman and she may go through your phone or have crazy spells, or like you're not going to be able to like connect and call divine, like if divine feminine's like, I have to, even if you're living with a woman, it's probably just best to wait till you're not residing with said woman to be courting another woman. I don't care what the standard of the relationship was. That could have been, unless that was your roommate and you've never put your dick in her. If you're living with a woman that you stuck your dick in, get away from that woman and then court, especially a divine feminine. Now, if you're talking about a karmic whore, which I don't resonate with that. I mean, I'm sure they'll suck and fuck you regardless, right? But if you want the standard and beauty of the land of milk and honey and sunshine, poonan. Yeah, wait till all that bullshit is wrapped up. Maybe somebody needs to wrap it up. I would hope you're not. Don't still be fucking this nutty ass bitch, divine masculine. The divine masculine I'm talking to, I don't think he's talking. You could be in the house with this bitch, and I don't think you're talking to her. The divine masculine I'm talking to, because you take your divine feminine seriously. I heard she don't know how serious you take her. I heard she's going to be knocked to the floor. Now I don't mean knock you out, y'all, but I'm hearing Carrie Hilson, knock me down. Knock me down. Sometimes love comes. Let's see what it say, y'all. Why does gotta be a fuck card? Why does gotta be? Oh God. Maybe this is this woman's energy, y'all. I don't know. Let's just see. Added a little bad advice, lies, attacks, jealousy. These people are bugs, meaningless, mixed in with dark magic. So these people added lies, maybe bad advice. I'm hearing a lot of hearsay. So maybe like people were gossiping to this woman or man. I'm not sure if this goes with my channel message. We'll see. Let's flip a couple other cards and clarify or whatever. But yes, there was that little added jealousy. So maybe somebody is jealous. Maybe somebody took bad advice or listened to a lie. Maybe somebody mixed in dark energy, dark magic, gossip work, spell work, spelling, talking, lying. So these people are meaningless. So I don't think we should be worried about them. Members card. Okay. So key colors. Red, orange, white. I said red, I think this is the second or third time, and I just had a really crazy itch in the palm of my right hand. Y'all are about to receive love. Love, and this is written in green. Some of y'all could also, with that open heart chakra, abundancy frequency, be receiving some unexpected money, or maybe your taxes is here early, or maybe you getting more added to that tax. Okay, I just added a little bit more. So maybe the top of this card resonates good with the collective. We adding a little bit more. Maybe God's adding more on top of us because people was jealous, you know. So key colors: red, orange, white. Your root, your sacral, and your crown chakra are very prevalent in this reading, y'all. So the root chakra, the inner child, the passion, the love, the sacral chakra, the creativity, the sex, okay? The crown chakra, the mind, the psyche, the connection to the Most High God. Cleansing, and continue to cleanse, continue to sage, continue to meditate, continue to pray, and or cleansing is needed. So this person that's jealous, they could need root chakra cleansing real bad. They could need alignment real bad. Most of everybody that I'm talking to in this collective, I'm feeling a lot of alignment or ascension to a full alignment, and we're grounded, and they need some grounding. So your fears matter, but cannot run you, right? So fear, false evidence appearing real. It could matter to you. It could scare you for a second. It could shock you. A fear could jolt you. But once you sit down and examine why you are afraid of that, a lot of the times it's false evidence appearing real. So sort out the evidence, what's real, collective. So maybe somebody's trying to use a scare tactic because they're jealous. Maybe somebody's trying to scare you if you're single right now. An ex trying to scare you into jealousy, trying to show off another bitch, or maybe they're gonna post flowers or whatever. It's like I'm just seeing like a love revenge tactic. Like somebody's trying to stir up a ploy, and I'm saying it like that because I feel like this person's like, moo-ha-ha, moo-ha-ha, and it's like, duh, you're a weirdo. Like, it's clownery, it's tomfoolery, okay? So y'all pray and prayer works. These people may need to pray or something. Wow, I feel like, I forgot I spelled winter on this card, but I feel like somebody may be like sitting down writing y'all a letter and crying even, or somebody is maybe just shedding tears over a situation. Yeah, somebody is shedding big tears. My crown chakra itching like a motherfucker. Wow, it says triggered, lost one over lies. Someone close to them is in love or lust with you, divine masculine, divine feminine. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Wow. Is somebody crying because somebody. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Hold on, wait. Shit. Hold on. Toast, okay? You know what? I just got divine feminine. Divine confirmation. Listen up. I'm dead. Listen up, divine feminine. You know that divine masculine we was talking about earlier. Let's just revisit. Let's circle back. Rewind. Go back into time. Okay. Back up, divine masculine. I'm gonna address you in a second with your sneaky little sneaky self. Stay right there, divine masculine. I'll get to you. Divine feminine, come here. Divine feminine, come closer, guys. Divine feminine. For some of y'all, there's a divine masculine that's not your ex. That's laughing right now. I don't know if he watches me. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I don't know. Or he might have told this nigga, or because somebody is triggered and somebody is laughing and somebody's like, wow. So I feel like there's several reactions. I don't know if this is happening in front of people. I don't know if this is happening in a crowd. I don't know if there was an event. I did say somebody lost somebody. I hope this isn't happening at like a funeral gathering or like, what's that called? A repast. Oh my God, the word pass keeps coming up, y'all. So I don't know if during a repast, I'm getting this so heavy in the energy. This feels so deeply specific. Like, I'm getting hot. I think that I hear sirens. Y'all hear them sirens outside my window? Y'all, listen. Divine Feminine. I'm having so many flashbacks right now in my readings. Okay, listen. In October, I do believe. It's Halloween. We were talking about unmasking people. Divine Feminine. In that reading, it came up 3 different times that your new ex, like your newest ex at that time, or like your ex that I think had just realized the breakup was over for y'all, but y'all might have been long term. Like this was October, so this may be very specific for some of y'all, right? Somebody, this divine masculine I was talking about that may be in like a murky waters with his own shit that he's resolving. I think y'all met him in passing. Because he might know your ex that I wanted to say your ex divine masculine, so it could be your, because that divine masculine is usually like an emperor, so it could be your ex-husband, it could be the ex-father of your child or children. And then I want to say ex. I keep saying ex-father. Like, you can't really be an ex-father. I'm being where God said you can't be an ex-father. Once you're a father, you're a fucking father. This nigga's a deadbeat. That's what I heard. Like, God was just, no, correct it. It ain't no ex-baby dad. He's a deadbeat motherfucker. He said, the ancestors don't like this nigga. Divine Feminine, whoever this nigga is, your ancestors is like, shame! Yeah, don't call it out. Say what's real. The nigga ain't shit. Yeah, so whoever this man is, this ain't shit man, he smells too. I don't know, like I'm hearing strong homosexual vibes. Okay, so if you have an ex, long-term ex, ex-husband, ex-baby dad, don't make this fit. Only take it if it resonates. Those 3. Okay? Y'all might have a 3-year-old, you might have 3 children together, but 3, 3, 3 is very prevalent. I'm telling y'all, mass 3 channeling right here. There's a repass involved. Somebody did pass. I don't know if somebody passed that your ex knows, that this new divine masculine knows, or that you know. Again, with the 3s. Somebody passed in connection to one of those 3. You, them, or him. Whoever your ex is. Because this is strong divine feminine and new divine masculine and ex divine masculine, who I think only had that title because of the marriage, because of, I'm hearing the Hierophant union, but he broke it. So your ex that you left in the dust, whether y'all were maritally titled, spiritually y'all were intertwined. So this could be a fallen twin flame, your ex twin flame, twin flame separation, but this does not feel like there will be union. No confirmation. There will not be union here. Again, there will be no union with this. It is a done deal. The cycle of that is closed. And I think that's why the energy of this other person right here, this person in the middle, now you divine feminine, you're right here, divine feminine. This man, because this man, his energy is standing in betwixt. Okay, confirmation. His energy is in between you and this nigga, like holding him back energetically, like, nah, bro, stay the fuck over there. Nah, this my bitch. She don't even know she my bitch, but she my bitch. So you gonna have to stay your ass over there. No, nigga. Like, and I don't know if this is playing out, because I feel strong energy of like, this may be playing out in the 3D. Like, maybe this man, whoever this new man is, new King Dingling. This man might be a King of Wands. I don't know, but a real King of Wands. Sir King Dingling. Why am I hearing it like that? I don't even say King Dingling. I don't know if this man got a big meat or what's going on. I heard he is strong. I don't know if this man like to fight. I heard it's not that he likes to fight, but it's definitely that he will. My son making that noise. I'm seeing this though. I'm seeing somebody like shaking somebody, like giving them shaking baby syndrome. Oh my God. So maybe this new divine masculine, I don't know if he's big in stature or his energy is just huge. I like inhaling that. Somebody might, whew, I cleared out my nasal passages. At first, honestly, I was smelling y'all's dingy, stinky ex's energy, but this man's energy is so strong it like brought it back to divinity. I am smelling. I don't know why, y'all. This could be very specific, or this just could be like I'm smelling this because this is this has always been one of my favorite male colognes of all time. Which in high school, I think I first smelled it in high school. I think that's when it got really big. In the 2000s was the classic Burberry men's cologne. Oh my god, that classic Burberry men's cologne. Talk about smell somebody out they drawers. Like, oh my god, like, oh, fine man coming. Burberry, shit. That shit made a bitch. So this new Divine Masculine could have a very beautiful, distinct cologne he wears. But this man smells good. It's finally nice to smell a good man in the reading. And I heard he works hard and still smell like that. So I don't know if this man is in construction. I'm seeing a hard hat. So that would be like, yeah, construction or any type of blue collar. I heard bricks. We'll leave that alone. I ain't trying to call nobody out. I ain't got no problem with nobody. You know what I mean? He's a bricklayer, y'all. He's possibly a bricklayer. Or he lays brick. Brick by brick, he's stacking the foundation. There's a lot of bricks involved here. Y'all take that as it resonates and take it with your frequency of your imagination. I ain't about to do all that. If there's a divine masculine laying bricks of any kind, making money, we love money. Just don't get in trouble with divine masculine. Don't get in trouble with divine masculine. We love you, divine masculine. Don't get in trouble before you get to us, divine masculine. You know what I mean? Whatever you do, lay them bricks at the sites properly. Make sure they're sturdy. We don't want no problems. Get to us safely. Okay. We don't want no sirens before you come. I just have to put that out there. I don't know, you know what I mean? If you're picking up what I'm putting down here. Divine Masculine. Yeah, you picking up what I'm putting down. We want to know you, baby. We can't fuck you if you're in jail. How are we supposed to give you this good sunshine poon if you're in jail? You know what I mean? Just keep yourself out of jail. By any means. No, did you fight Divine Feminine's ex? Y'all, I just had an epiphany because I had premonitions from time to time, but I didn't know this was a premonition. Like, I thought I was just seeing something in my mind's eye, but now that I'm doing this reading, because I had this premonition like 3 nights ago in the middle of the night. Like, you ever be like half wake, half sleep, but like whenever I go into that state, I'm halfway meditating and I like was seeing, I couldn't see, like, I'm gonna tell you first what I couldn't see, right? Because I didn't know what I was looking at first because like I was like half into like a zombified sleep. And then next thing I knew, I'm seeing like whoosh, 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 like coming towards me, right? And that's the only reason I got kind of alert. Like I was like, and I closed my eyes again. I fell back asleep a little bit and I see it. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. But then from the sides, right? I'm not seeing anything behind this person. And it's a man. Like it's a I can't tell the height, you know what I mean? Because it's like I couldn't even tell where they were at. It just felt like there was a big room of sorts. So again, a repast, a hall, or something. Like it just looked like a big open room. And I couldn't see any colors or anything. I just see room, like a big open room. And I don't know, again, I couldn't tell if this person was white, black, because I'm seeing shapes. But I knew it was men because I'm hearing male voices, right? And it's all these deep voices like, nah, get off him. Bro, stop. No, you're going to kill him, bro. Like, that's what I'm hearing, right? Now, it's all happened very fast. So I see in this. And then I woke up, go back to sleep. I'm seeing this again. Then I'm seeing guys come from the side. I saw like 2-3 dudes, right? And then I realized that in the dream, like in the state I was in, I was representing whoever was about to get their ass beat or did get their ass beat. Because I felt my body like go across the fucking room. Like, you ever be in a dream and your stomach starts to feel like you're falling because you fall in the dream and you wake up and you're like, because your body feels like it was actually falling. That's how my body felt for like 2 seconds, and that's what really jolted me out of the vision because I felt like I've had visions like that before, but it happens once in a while. It doesn't happen so much so that I'm not trying to actively channel and I feel like physically in it. Unless like something's happening and I'm deeply connected to whoever it's like happening to. But yeah, so somebody was coming at somebody with fists, right? And I feel like in this scenario that might have been the new guy, the new divine masculine. He's coming, and I don't know if again he was around your, because this doesn't feel spiritual. This doesn't feel energetic. Like I feel like before energetically, or maybe your ex didn't know this man was interested before, and then once that was revealed, I keep hearing the word revealed, like reveal, pop out. Hey, I'm seeing a Jack in the Box. Like, pop out, got feelings for the bitch. Like that's literally what I'm seeing images of. So I don't know if this like totally caught this your ex off guard. And I'm hearing the nigga shouldn't care anyway because he treated you like shit. So I don't. Whoever this person is, he's close enough to your ex that he knows things about what went wrong in y'all's relationship. And I don't know how you came up or if you came up or what. I don't know what prefaced any of the breakout of the fight, right? Because this message is coming out with my vision from 3 nights ago. Plus these cards. Yeah, so. Oh, shit. So that first card, maybe your ex was out somewhere or at a gathering. Or maybe this is about to take place very soon. And somebody gave him bad advice or he gave bad advice and somebody attacked him because he was speaking maybe in a jealous nature towards this new guy or about you. And he was telling lies about maybe you, I'm feeling like. Maybe he said you were just meaningless. Maybe this guy is dark skinned because he's probably, maybe he's brown skinned. And then I feel like with this cleansing and the protection and alignment, I feel like maybe this new guy is somehow defending you. Or maybe even if, maybe your ex said something and this new guy didn't say how he felt about you and he just popped out and showed niggas how he felt about you when he bodied this guy for talking about you. I just heard Action Jackson. I don't even know what that is. Is Action Jackson a superhero? Is that like some 70s, 80s shit? I'm gonna have to look that up. I have no idea who Action Jackson is. Maybe this is taking place on Jackson Street, Jackson Avenue. Maybe somebody's last name is Jackson. Maybe Sorry Miss Jackson was playing. Maybe the person who got beat up likes Outkast. Or maybe they are an outcast. Maybe your ex, because of this fight or the way he spoke about you, or whoever this new man is going to make him an outcast, or he is now an outcast. Okay. But he is triggered. I feel like your ex is triggered and your new guy is triggered, but it's for 2 different reasons. Your ex is triggered because, one, he never was going to get you back, even if this new dude didn't beat him up or tell him, or he found out through way of a group or whoever that this man likes you and is about to pursue you, or he going to get a reveal. Like, the fight don't have to correlate with everybody. Some of y'all, you just going to pop out with this man, whoever this man is. And somebody going to see y'all and tell him. Or maybe you're going to pop out for the first time with him on Valentine's Day, and all of this is a little bit of a past timeline for a small few of y'all. And this kind of took place during the New Year's and December Christmas holiday, and now y'all popping out with each other. You know what I mean? So everybody's on a little bit of a skewed timeline with the divine feminine and divine masculine. I feel like some people, the fight, all this bullshit already happened, and you and the friend have an established foundation, like we talked about y'all, and y'all are now popping out and showing niggas y'all together. Or this man has popped out and showed this dude he don't give a fuck what he talking about. He gonna beat his ass every time he mention you. I just heard every time you say her name, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. That's exactly what I just heard. Somebody told your ex every time he mentioned your name, he gonna beat his ass. Divine feminine, somebody don't play about y'all. So your ex, well, we're gonna close the reading with that, y'all. Okay, there's new love coming in. All right, anybody that wants to book personal reading before Valentine's Day, or even if you're feeling like you want a Valentine's Day reading, if you're single, or God forbid, I hope your man or your girl ain't out cheating on you doing no weird shit. But if you want clarity on anything, I definitely have personal readings that are open. I have 4 slots available for Friday. I have 3 slots available for the evening on Saturday, and I have 2 slots available Sunday. So if anything does pop off, Saturday and Friday. We can talk about it Sunday and Monday. I got slots available, y'all. So sign up for my memberships, $2.99, $9.99, $14.99. There's a little bit of something for everybody in there. So hop on it for your girl. Okay. Support a black woman in a black owned business. And just support me because I'm fucking fly. And I'm amazing. Don't you want to be amazing with me? Be a member. So, y'all, so fucking clown. I swear to God, I'm crazy. But y'all, yeah, it's my divine loves. Come join my membership, okay? And if you're not gonna join the membership, share my page, tell somebody else to subscribe, and then tell them to do the same. And then like this video and share it to somebody else, because everybody needs to know what's going on, okay? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If none of this message resonated with you, well, you got to sit and look at my fine ass for however the fuck long this is, 105.25. If somebody's 31, 13, death to the rebirth, death to a old relationship, rebirthing into the phoenix. I heard of a new one, a sunshiny one. Ooh, a lot of stuff might be had in this new connection, especially if this divine masculine about to kick down doors, niggas up like that over you, divine feminine. I know a bitch like me, that's on me on. You said what? So who? You did what? For me? Hey, listen, I talk about fall into your arms. You be who ass? For me? Like, that's the energy. That is the energy. If I could title it, I would. I'm probably gonna make that when I get off here, the little picture or whatever, y'all. I swear on everything. That is hilarious to me. Just y'all are gonna melt into this man's chest. His energy is like, well, babe, what do you want to do today? Whatever you want to do today. Well, no, come on, let's do something you want today. Like, it's gonna be one of them joints. Like, y'all are gonna be so over compromising with one another in ways that I heard not even y'all have seen, but other people around y'all have never seen. Y'all are gonna be a couple that teaches people how to love. You and this new man. So again, divine feminine. He locked and loaded. He just need a little bit time to clean some shit up. A little bit. Now, divine masculine. I told divine feminine a little bit of time. I ain't tell her no 6 months going into next year. I didn't tell her it'd be cold again. I told her the sun would come out shining and we'd be singing T-Pain, I'm sprung by the spring. So you better bring your fucking ass. You got about 40 days, my bro. Bring your ass. We are so curious to see who this friend is that's whooping ass for us. We would like to see this, man. Maybe you know Divine Feminine's address already. Drop some flowers. If you beating ass like that, Divine Feminine might not mind if she already know who you are for you to show up at the door. Hand deliver the message that you done beat my ass. That would be... Talk about a customized gift. Ooh, Lord, let me get off here. Let me get off here if I act stupid, Lord. All right, y'all. I gotta go. For the safety of the message. Let me get out of here. Cause yeah. Jesus. But anyway, Divine Feminine, per usual. You and Divine Masculine out here, even though y'all apart, together still pissing people off, triggering them, wreaking havoc. Adding up new haters. There goes that energy again. Y'all gonna be so well hated together, but well respected and loved at the same point. By the right people. It don't matter if haters hate you, they some haters anyway. They lame, they whack. Your ex and his ex may seem to be in this category. Y'all gonna be forgetting all about that and be on some next shit, I promise you. I heard next too close. Swinging real slow. You're making it hard for him. Baby, it don't stop. Yeah, don't worry if you don't knock that head off and knock that box out of pocket on February 14th, Divine Feminine, he coming. And he gonna treat you so good every day with love and loving things and flowers anyway. Think about the next 30 years of Valentine's Days. You'll be fucking fine. I'm not saying wait on a man that's full of shit. But this man I'm talking about, I ain't saying wait, live your life. Now, if another divine masculine happens to come along and be a kingdom spouse, well, that's the risk he ran. That's the risk he ran. Do you hear that, friend? Divine masculine friend out there smacking niggas for divine feminine. You hear that? I'm glad you're smacking niggas for it. It's a beautiful character. But hurry the fuck up. Because if somebody else, we're not holding the door open for you, we don't even, half of us don't even know who you are. Or so. But bring your ass. Bring your ass. Don't take too long. Tie up those loose ends with Betty Burley Banshee. I just heard Betty Burley Banshee. Oh God, my ancestors is crazy. Tie up them loose ends with Betty Burley Banshee. Seems like you already tied up an end or two for Divine Feminine. She might not even know. So just bring your ass. So, Divine Masculine, I will be talking to y'all before the loving day of Saturday, but beautiful, beautiful love and open heart chakras for all my single couples. Maybe you and Divine Masculine feel both single this Valentine's Day, but in the 5D, y'all already a couple. I just heard God really got his hands on this. It's coming together. So, just for some of y'all, this might be your kingdom spouse. God replaced that old nigga with this new nigga. This new nigga getting your old nigga contracts. And that could also be why this old nigga's triggered. Can you imagine fucking up with a premium empress? Premium. God yanks her from you, takes the contract, gives you karmic hell, possibly diseases. Then your friend, that's a thoroughbred man, I heard, come along and be like, let me show you how it's done. And you know I'm be her good too, right? Like, all that shit you was telling me about what that thing do is when we doing it on my dick. Cooking for this man. And then his friend. Somebody need to pray for some of y'all exes. Some of y'all exes need prayer. Maybe that's why the prayer came out. God said, yes, indeed, surely, surefire, fire signs, catching hell. I just heard Jesus. The match made in heaven going to put this man in hell. Oh, shit. Prayers up. Hope that man got clinical support. Mental health help. A buddy. Something. I don't know. I don't really think that matter. Divine Feminine, new Divine Masculine. I don't think that matters. Fuck out. Fuck that bitch up. What's that? Hey, I'll be seeing y'all later. Let me get off here from. Bye, y'all. I love y'all. Remember, get on the membership, subscribe, all that shit. I love you. Amazing. Love is in the air.